Welcome to my channel, and my name is Lynette, aka Bliot, social media. So I've been asked this many questions, especially people from Kenya who wants to join the United States, like students. So I wanted to put this together. Hopefully, it will help many of you and to save time. So I'll start with the process. What are the requirements to be here? First, you have to determine the college or any institution you want to join that is admitting international students. Okay, so you may come as a exchange student, but that one you're required either to stay here for 1 year and then you have to go back. And they have F1, which means you are like a permanent student for maybe 5 years, depending with your line of career, what you're taking your course. So that's different, and it depends. Are you going to the elementary? Are you going to college? You're going to university and things like that. So anyway, just be a symbol going to a regular college. So you're gonna need the application. Just find a school that will allow you to come here or would you be ready to admit you. So you need to have an admission first from the school before you go to embassy for an interview. So before we go there, there's many requirements. So you're gonna need to meet for you to receive the admission. First, you're gonna need the application. There's a form you need to apply, and then you're gonna need the application fee. Some schools charge like $50 application fee, which goes to the US Embassy, kind of helps to facilitate that. But it's non-refundable, you don't get that. And after that, then you're gonna need to apply for, there's some, like you need to have your transcripts. Let's say your academic transcripts from the college, from high school, needs to be translated to like an American system. So they have to be evaluated and see if they're equivalent to an American system. So that one, make sure you know which organization or agency the school allows you to use. Because if you use any agency out there and the school does not approve it, you lose that money. So it can be as high as 200, 300, depending with the agency that's doing evaluation for your academic transcripts. So make sure you know what the institution you're applying to uses or requires. For example, you can go to naces.org, naces.org/members. Then you can find some companies or agencies that do the evaluation. And this one needs to be sent after they do evaluation. Then you have to send it back to the school, the certificate which has been evaluated. The school will need a copy of your either passport. If you don't have a passport, then you're gonna need your national ID card, a copy to be sent to the school. Then you're gonna need a statement of understanding form completed and signed by an applicant. You're gonna need the application affidavit completed by the applicant. And then sponsor affidavit. If you're not able to sponsor yourself, then you're gonna need somebody else to sponsor you, paying school fees and things like that. Then you're gonna need a sponsor affidavit too. Top of that, you're gonna need a bank statement showing that you have enough money that will cater for your school fees, your books, your whatever you're going to be taking care of, that will show that you are financially stable. You have to show that to the school. that you'll be able to afford this education system in America. Either a bank statement of you, if you're able to sponsor yourself, or sponsor somebody else, whoever is sponsoring you for your education, or have a letter of financial institution where it's coming from, maybe a bank. Your sponsor have to write the letter saying that you will be able to sponsor you to complete your education. And remember, you're gonna need another bank statement. You can either use this one or use another bank statement you're gonna go to embassy with, because embassy gonna have to verify your finances too. If you don't have enough, then you might not qualify to come over to America. So they have to look through and see if you're able to support yourself while you are studying in America. Then you're gonna have another, in case you don't have, there's another, if you need it, if you have somebody residing in America who would like to sponsor you, then you're gonna have to file the form called I-134, affidavit of support. Another requirement, is English proficiency. English proficiency is required for all applicants who are not from the English-speaking countries. So like Kenya may be English-speaking country, but it's not exempted. So you have to find out which or the school you're applying to exempts Kenya or where you're coming from, so that you don't have to do what we call TOEFL. TOEFL is a test of English as a foreign language. Test of English as a foreign language. And this one can cost up to, it depends, $160 to $300. Or others take what's called IELTS exam. And this one is called, its full name is International English Language Testing Systems. So when you're doing this, remember, you're paying money to take these exams. If you fail, that money is not refunded back. So make sure you pass. The TOEFL exam, you need to have 75% and above. And for IELTS, you need to have an overall band of 5.5 and up. So make sure you are factoring all those small, or the money accumulated is not in shillings or nairas, it's in dollars. So convert it to whatever currency you're working with, then see if you can be able to afford that. On the other hand, we have what we call service fee. Service fee, SEBIS, this is paid by F1. It goes straight to U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security. Now you know it's an immigration going on here. So once you are granted that visa, you're tracked down because your record is in migration, like Homeland Security. So if you don't keep your F1 status, they will come at you. You may be deported if you don't keep that status. So make sure you keep the status while you are in the country studying as F1. Another requirement, so make sure you do that. You're gonna have I-20, that's the admission form you're given, then you take it to embassy. When you take it to embassy, they will know that you've been accepted or admitted to a school. But it's not guaranteed at the embassy that you'll be given the visa. It's not a guarantee. So the money you've used with all this, it can go to ashes like that. So don't put all the hopes that you're gonna get this application, admission, and go to embassy and you get it. So it's by chance that you're gonna get that visa. A lot of students have applied, they've gone to the embassy, and remember, When you're going to book for embassy appointment, you have to pay another fee. Right now, I don't know. The last time I checked, it was like 12,000 Kenyan shillings, but it was going higher. I don't know how much. So double check with that. And it's non-refundable if you go and you don't get any visa. That's it. You lose that money. So it's a lot of money involved in here. So let's say once you've done all these, you've been approved, you have been given a visa, you come to the school. So now you need to indicate, remember before that, some schools, they want you to pay a fee for accommodation where you're going to stay. So if it's an apartment, a hostel, you have to put some down payment. I don't know how much is it. It doesn't matter if you're going to stay at school or you're going to stay with somebody else. So make sure you know, acquire from the international students council, make sure you know whoever is a contact person for that campus you're applying to ask all those questions. Some may be lucky to be accommodated by somebody else or a relative or a friend, but make sure you need to go to school. Attend those classes. When you're attending these classes, you have to pay for these classes. It's not for free. So once you've done all the application, all the embassy, once you're here, you need to pay again for the classes you're taking. So if you cannot afford your sponsor, pulls away, it's up to you. You have to do something. Otherwise, if you get out of status, that's it. You can be deported, and that's not a good thing to do. So the fees can range, it doesn't matter from, I don't know, one class. When I did 1 hour was going for 150. I'm sure now it's higher than that. So make sure you know. So sometimes you have to take 3 classes, credit hours, 3 credit hours, 4 credit hours. So make sure you have all that money ready to be paid. Another thing I can tell you, you're not supposed to work, because in America you have to have a social security number for you to work legally. So there's a leeway, there's something you can do. You can work in the campus once you have presented a letter of certification, say from the Social Security Administration. You have to take there so they can give you the social security number. So this social security number is restricted. Some is written not allowed to work or something like that. So you cannot work anywhere outside the campus you're in. So go talk to your international student, whoever can help you figure this out. Ask people around who have gone through this, who can help you how to go about these things. And the time you need to work while you're in school is limited to 20 hours per week. 20 hours per week. But if you're on vacation, you're on a break, maybe summer, then you can do up to 40 hours. Okay. So especially in campus, because out of campus, they check you are allowed to work. So you might not have anything outside the campus. And it's not guaranteed that you're going to have a job working at the campus or in the campus. So maybe bookstore, cafeteria, library, or those. If there are openings, yes. But if there are no openings, then they cannot accommodate you. So it's not some walk in the park and you're done. It's a struggle. Another thing I needed to share. So sometimes you can be allowed to work. It's called OPT, optional practical training. It can be pre or post the program. depending. So make sure you have to apply. There's some forms you can apply for you to be granted for that opportunity to work. Okay, it's not just going to work like that. So you have to apply for you to be approved to have some time off for you to work. So depending with the course you're taking or the career, your line of career. So I think up to that, I don't know if I have anything else I need to add. So if you need any more information, you can write in the comments below so I can be able to address it. I think that's it for now. And I hope this was helpful to you who is trying to come to America. And some people can come through work. That's another topic for another day. So I'm going to stop right there and we'll be waiting for your comments. And thank you. And please join and subscribe to my channel. And hopefully I'll be adding more videos as we continue. Thank you and have a wonderful night, evening, day, wherever you are. See you next time. Thank you.